everybody. It's Twyla's mom, Lisa. I'm back. Yes, I got some plans made and I got some things taken care of. So I'm hoping that life won't be quite so hectic around my household. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Chocolate is always the answer. Anyway, today is October 21st. It's a Friday. Where did the month go? It's just like, boom, it's over with. What the heck? Ah, I can't believe how fast this month has flown by. So, anyway, the last time I was on here, other than friend mail, I had said I was going to take a little bit of a break because work was just really chaotic and stuff. Well, this past week, I think things have mellowed out at work. There are different lines in the factory I work at, and different production lines. This production line makes this. This production line makes that. This production line makes that. And it was getting to where I was moving from line to line to line to line to line, and it was just driving me crazy. I like to stay on the same machine and learn all of its uh, little kinks and things like that, so I know how to fix it and keep it going and do well with it and stuff. But when I get moved on a daily basis to different lines and everything, it just really, you don't get to learn the machine. You don't get to learn the people that work on the machine, the other people, because I'm a line lead. So it's my responsibility to keep everybody, on schedule, with their breaks, with what we need to put out, keep our numbers up and things like that. And I just felt like I was not doing a good job. And I spoke to my boss about it and everything, and he was like, "Well, Lisa, you're just so versatile. I can move you anywhere, and you put out decent numbers and stuff." And I said, "Yeah, but I feel like I could do better for you if you would leave me on one line, like you do this person or that person, or, and I did bring up names, which I probably shouldn't have, but I just wanted to, give him an example." He said, "But Lisa, I can't move that person when this person calls in sick or is on vacation. I can move you." So anyway, there is one particular line in the factory I work at that once you are put on that line, you very seldom are ever moved because nobody likes that line. I don't quite know why, but no one likes that line. And I'd always been kind of not wanting to go to it because nobody likes it. So I thought to myself, that first week I took a break from here on YouTube. I thought, why am I fighting learning this line? My boss has asked me if I would go and learn how to work on this line. Now, why am I fighting it? Is it because of other people's opinions? So I told him, I said, I went to him and I said, you always need people to work on that line, to run it and stuff. And he goes, yeah. He goes, but you've never wanted to before. And I said, well, I would like to give it, a couple of days, like Monday and Tuesday, see if I think I'm going to enjoy it, if I'm going to like it, if I feel like I can do well at it. And he goes, well, I can give you Monday and Tuesday. And then on, Tuesday evening, if you feel like you want to do this, I'll leave you there. He goes, I need someone in there. He goes, I just keep bouncing people in and out of there, and it was kind of by force. He would have to put people in there to try to learn how to run it. And Anyway, I spent the 2 days in there, and he asked me, he said, that morning, Wednesday morning after Tuesday night, he said, well, what did you think? I said, I enjoyed it. I I think I would like it in there. He goes, well, you've got the job if you want it. He goes, but you'll be there. You're kind of going to be stuck there for a while. And I said, that's what I want. You know, that's what I want. And he goes, okay. So I spent the whole week on this line learning, this line I'm running. The guy who's training me is going to be learning something else. Um, and he's a really good trainer and everything. And I asked him on Thursday morning when we got off work. We were walking out of the factory together, and I said, "Do you think I'm catching on pretty quick?" He goes, "Oh yeah." He goes, "Within 3 weeks, you'll be on your own." And I'm like, "Oh, okay then." And I don't know why other people don't like it. I think it might be because of the paperwork. In the past, they were so stringent because this was a new machine, new line. It was a new product we were putting out, and the paperwork was so strict. And we have had people get fired because they did not do the paperwork correctly, and they, didn't do something correctly. So this whole week, I have been making my trainer double check every piece of paper that has my name on it to make sure, because we have to do, like paperwork on the size of the product, the type of product, the label that's going on there, and stuff like that. We have to document every hour that the correct thing is going on this product and getting shipped out. And it is a big responsibility. And I think everyone it is very strict. On the other lines, it wasn't as strict as this line is. And like I said, it's because it's a new product for my company, and it's, a new, well, it's not real new, it's like 2 years old, but it's, a lot of things could go wrong on this line if you're not paying attention. And even on your paperwork, a lot of things could go wrong. And I think that's what kind of scares people off, or they want to hurry up and get out of there. And a lot of times, a lot of people have complained about the other people that work on this line. About a month ago, though, they had people from this particular line have went to other shifts. They've quit. They've moved on to other machines. So now there's a whole group of people that I'm working with, and we all get along great. And I have no complaints about the people I work with. I like them all. We all get along great. And like I said, it's a new group of people. And I'm not the lowest seniority. Most of these people I'm working with have less seniority than me, but I'm the newest person to be learning this line. So it's a good thing. I'm happy. It's only been 1 week, and I'll let you know in a couple of months. And already on my first week, they came in last night, on Wednesday night, and said, it looks like you're going to have to work Friday night. And my boss said, you're working Friday night, Lisa? And I'm like, well, I'm in the middle of training. Am I going to be any good to you? He goes, well, of course. He goes, you're already running the whole thing while your trainer goes to breaks, or your trainer's out, getting materials or something, right? And I said, yeah. And he goes, well, then I need you Friday, because he will need a break. He will need to be able to go out and get the next materials and things like that. And so, okay. So, but this morning when we got off work, they said they'd been called off. So I actually had a 2-day weekend. Woo! So that's the job update. I'm going to get another sip of my coffee here. that is the job update. I think I'm going to like it. I really do. Like I said, I'll be in the same place. I'll know what I'm doing every night. And yeah, this line does tend to do a little bit more overtime than the other lines. But, I could use the money. Well, who couldn't? Who couldn't use the money, right? Um, and Christmas is coming up. So, money's nice. Yeah. So that is the work situation, which, like I said, I think I'm going to like it. I really do. And let's see, what else? I have come up with some plans for our channel here. I think I've got my handy dandy notebook here that Allie sent me, and it says, "Thank you for being awesome." But I've made some plans, for things that I would like to do. I still will do my, hauls and everything, but I really, really, really am going to get myself on a schedule to where my hauls are done. I'll do my hauls on Friday, and sometime on Saturday they're going to be uploaded and on YouTube. Friend mail will be the same way. I think I'm going to check my PO. I usually check my PO boxes on Fridays, and I think Friday evening, Saturdays, I'm gonna do the video and then put them up on Sundays. And I would like to do a video, if not once a week, every other week, where we kind of do like a not a rant video, but just stuff that ticks us off. It don't really irritate us to where we're cussing and screaming and hollering, but it just makes us like, what? And then I would also like to do a day, like not every week, but every other week, a video on things we're grateful for. Like 1 week we'll be grateful for this. The next week we'll be grateful for that. Just something like that. I'd like to probably every other Wednesday or Thursday show a craft I've worked on. And if I don't have a craft for that week, I'll just get on real quick and say, "I'm sorry guys, this is what happened. I didn't get a chance to do a craft." Hang on a minute. I've also thought about doing a before and after videos on some organizing. See right here? Yeah. Lisa needs to get busy and get her craft room back in order. Yeah. Doing all my Halloween crafting, I have let my craft room just get crazy. I've got stickers to put away. I've got a thing of washi sitting there. What is wrong with me? Why not just put it where it belongs? So, I thought about doing because I love to organize. My only problem is I'll organize something and then a couple of months later it's like, well, this might work better. And to me, organizing is something that you're not, at least for me. Other people are different, but for me, your organizing system has to be able to fluctuate with your needs. Like as your washi grows, are you prepared, for a different type of organizing it? Or are you prepared for, if you use all your washi, what are you going to do, and with these things that you've organized it with and stuff like that. So to me, organizing is an ongoing transition. You have to, as you accumulate more of a particular item, or as you use that item, you need to be able to transition with that well. And I think that's why I'm always changing things up. Yeah. I love to organize, but you know, after I've organized it, it's like a couple of months later, you know what? This might work better. So I thought about doing that type of video with you guys. Um, I would like to think of a tag type video that, everyone might like to join in on. Um, Things like that. Not necessarily a collab, but like a tag. Yeah. You know how we'll tag each other, like, this is my favorite soda pop. Tag. Tell us what yours is. Yeah. That type of thing. And, yeah, I have big plans, and hopefully, everything will go well accordingly. We are going to be starting a busy season for all of us. Christmas and Thanksgiving is coming up. So there may be one week when a particular video that I put up may not make it because of the busyness of how we're all going to be. But I will try my absolute hardest to at least, make a couple of minute video just to let you guys know, hey, we're not going to have a crafting video this week because I'm just super busy. But yeah, everything's great. I'm feeling like this move at work is really going to be great for me. I just feel more at peace. Yeah. And if I'm more at peace, then I think I will be able to be more productive in work and here in my home life. I think I will be as well. Yes, people get bored, and I'm not saying I won't get bored of my job, but at my age, I'm 51. I'm going to be retiring, before anybody else in this company is. So, I'm at the point where I just want things settled. You know what I mean? I don't really want to go until I'm ready to retire. I want things to be kind of settled. I'm not saying I won't get bored. I probably will. But that's okay. I can ask my boss at that point, hey, can I learn something else on this line? I want to stay on this line, but I would like to learn how to run the box machine, or something like that. And he will probably more than accommodate me with that because, like I said, he just don't have enough people to run this line, to be backups for this line, or anything like that. So, anyone have any comments or anything like that for me? Just, let me know down below. I think I'm going to get off of here. I have kicking off the new schedule and whatever we want to call it with a Dollar Tree and a Walmart haul. I'm going to probably have those up tomorrow. Be in the same clothes as today because it was videoed today. But they'll be, uploaded the next day. So anyway, guys, I'm starting to ramble and everything. I worked all night last night, so I'm starting to get a little bit tired. And when I get tired, I get really punchy and really chit-chatty. But I look forward to trying new videos, things like that, because I am more than just hauls, and I do other things besides go shopping. I would love to just go shopping. I could fill a whole day with shopping. So I am going to get off of here, guys. I am happy to be back. Um, if you're a new subscriber, great. I welcome you, and everyone else here on the channel does too. And if you're just passing through, go ahead and subscribe. We'd love to have you. Okay? So please subscribe, give a thumbs up, and leave me a comment below. I love to hear from you guys. Okay? I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.